So hey folks, CA Rachna Ranade here, and I welcome you all to another interesting session, which is about women and financial independence. So it's an irony, I guess. I can't see more than 20 or 30% women, and I'm going to talk about women and financial independence. But still, this is a very important start. Why, how? We'll come up to that point in just a few minutes, right? So today, to kickstart the session, I would want to really tell about an advertisement that I saw recently. This is, I guess, some 6-7 months back. I saw this advertisement, wherein there was a group of 4 girls and 4 boys who were standing in a line. Okay, they were playing a game. The host of the game was asking them certain questions, right? And if the girls and boys had yes as an answer, they were asked to move one step ahead. And if the answer was no, they were required to move back one step. The very first question that the host asked them was, how many of you know how to make a paper boat? Everyone stepped one step forward. Then the second question was, how many of you know what is a sun salutation or a Surya Namaskar? All of them, again, all 8 moved again one step forward. Then a question was asked, how many of you know the basic 7 notes of music, Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Dha Ni Sa? And everyone moved again one step forward. The next 3 set of questions before they were asked, all were again standing in the same line, all 4 boys and 4 girls. And when the next question was asked, it was, how many of you operate your own bank accounts? It were the girls who moved one step back, and the boys moved one step forward. The second question which was asked was, how many of you have an insurance and have taken your insurance on your own by taking your own decision? It was again the girls who moved one step back and the boys took one step forward. The third question which was asked was, how many of you know how to make investments? And do you take your investment decisions on your own, yes or no? And again, it was the girls who moved one step back and the guys were one step forward. Can you see the difference visually as well? Are you with me? Yes? So this was the divide that was created. And here we are talking about women and financial independence. Now, why was this divide created? That is the biggest question, right? Even when I saw that advertisement, I was like, oh my God, why did this happen? Why aren't women in our society taking their finances seriously? Why aren't they taking their decisions on their own? Has anyone bothered to take even a survey for that? So I came across a survey wherein it was, the outcome of the survey mentioned that only 33% of the women take independent investment decisions. So you can imagine just 1 out of 3 women take their independent investment decisions. And when these 33% women who were taking their investment decisions on their own, they were asked, how did you manage to do that? The survey further revealed that almost 24% of that did so because their parents encouraged them, and 33% of these women took decisions on their own because their husbands encouraged them. And I'm glad that we have a better divide of men in this audience right now. Now I hope you understand the role that you have to play in this entire journey of women taking their own financial decisions. We always want one thing, and what is that? Excuse of not doing something. And what is that big excuse people give? Arey, you had that access to knowledge. We don't have an access to knowledge, and that is the only reason why we don't take our financial decisions. Why am I saying this? Is it baseless? No, it is based on this same study. Again, have a look at this. When we say that only 33% women take independent decisions, here if you see, the study further revealed that the mental block that was stopping other women from investing, see this thumping 49%? What do 49% of the women say? They are saying that they don't think that they have idea about how to invest. They don't have an idea about how money is to be invested. What is the simple logic behind that, tell me? Number 1, we have enough search engines. We have platforms like YouTube. We have many paid platforms as well through which we can gain knowledge. I believe whenever it comes to gaining knowledge, there are 2 important things. One is the ability to learn, and one is the willingness to learn. Am I right? I'm sure everyone here will agree with me that everyone sitting out here does have an ability to learn the financial markets. It's just whether you are willing to learn or not that will decide which side you are on. Now, people ask me often, Rachana, if we were to take our very first step into this investing world, how do we start? Just give us a base guideline. It's so simple. Just try to do this, that if, how to start, where to start. This is just a very basic thing. Make a checklist. Just try and fill in the blanks. Whenever you get up, whenever you brush your teeth, what paste do you use? Who manufactures that paste? Write it down and check whether that company is listed on the stock exchange or not. After brushing your teeth, maybe you're getting ready, you'll use a soap, check which company makes that. You'll use a perfume, which company makes that? You'll be getting ready, you are wearing your blazers, which company makes that? Why do you use these products? Because you believe in them. You use a specific network because you believe that network अच्छा है. You use a specific food to eat. कोई specific company का biscuit क्यों खाते हो? You believe that it is good. If you believe that is good, if you use the product, why not invest in that company? It's a very base logic. So I always tell, this is the first step that you have to do. And as a second step, even if you don't have a lot of financial knowledge, that is absolutely fine. Just 2 to 3 things that you can check. Number 1 is whether their sales are increasing or not. It's very easy to find out. There are loads of websites that you can check out, and you can easily get to know whether sales are increasing, whether their profit is increasing or not. And last but not the least, try to check out whether companies coming up with new product launches. Is this very easy information to get? Answer is again, absolutely yes. So all those girls who are maybe at the back and the visual divide that you had in the beginning of the session, I'm sure now everyone will agree, getting your first step into this financial journey, is that easy? Yes. What do you have to do? Number 1, fill in these blanks. Number 2, whatever company names you're writing, just check their sales, check their profit, check what products they're coming up with. This is really easy. Going back to the survey, the second biggest reason after 49% was 32% believe they don't have enough money to invest. That is a financial discipline that is lacking. Can we start investing with as low as 100 rupees? And answer is yes. I'm sure you might have heard about this term, SIP. SIP is Systematic Investment Plan. I just have a separate full form for that. SIP, I say, is save, invest, and prosper. If you do that, you surely will get the true meaning of SIP. If you see here, if you invest just 1,000 rupees per month, obviously it will be 12,000 in a year, 2 years, 24,000, 3 years, 36,000, 10 years, 1,20,000, basic thing. Now, if you had invested this for 10 years as 100% discipline, at the end of 10th year, how much would you have invested? 1,20,000, and the latest value of that would have been 2,51,300. Oh, by the way, where you might have invested? You might have invested in a mutual fund, by the way. This example that I've taken is of a mutual fund. Now, if you're investing in top 50 companies of India for 10 years, your average return, we call that as CAGR in finance terms, compounded annual growth rate. For a layman, it's like on an average, you would have gotten a 14% return. Good or bad? You'll be like, gee, 14%. Or how much does FD give? 7%? Not even that. This is double than that. This is surely a good return. Right? Now, the key here is disciplined investing. Once you have decided that you are going to invest 1,000 rupees, you are going to do that by hook or crook every single month. And with disciplined investing will come disciplined, amazing results. So for those girls who had this excuse that, gee, I don't have enough money, 32% gone. 1,000 rupees, do you believe everyone has per month? Yes, don't say no, you can't dare to say no. Everyone does have 1,000 rupees per month, and so your second excuse of not having enough money gone, again, this gap has reduced a bit. 13% are saying they're afraid that they'll lose money in the market. So stock market, is it volatile? Answer is yes, but in the short term. Okay? See this huge candle going down from here to here. Thank you to Corona. Such a huge dip in the market. Okay, but are these short term? See how quickly they are recovering from here to back to here, from here, back to here, from here, back to here. Are they recovering, or is it going down, 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 zero, khatam, market band? No. See the graph from 1991, where the stock market was barely at 1,000, to 2022, where the market is almost at 18,000. So now with this, you'll agree that in the short term, can it be risky? Answer is yes, but over a long term, it has to fetch good amount of returns. So those girls who again had that big question, 13% who are saying that, "Arey, I will lose money." Can they lose money in the short term? Yes. Ideally, will they make money in the long term? And again, answer is yes, they will make money in the long term. So the third excuse, so 3 excuses we have taken out, 1, 2, 3, and now almost at par. Correct? That is what we all want, that every other girl or woman should take her own financial decisions. She should start her journey of financial knowledge. Are people becoming more and more aware? Yes, have a look at this. Zoop, it has gone up in the year 2020-21. See, so many people have opened their own Demat account and they have participated in the journey of stock market. Are they taking this decision with a proper knowledge is important? If they are, that's a fantastic news. And if we can see such a big jump, can I say India might be one of the top countries if I'm talking about percentage of people who are investing in stock market? Is India amongst the leaders? Is India amongst the leaders? Have a look at this. Oops. What is this? 3% of the Indian population invests in stock market. And if I compare this with USA, it's 55% of the population which invests in stock market. Possibility number 1, we can get discouraged. Possibility number 2, we can say, high time, jago grahak jago. It's high time that we realize that we need to participate in this journey. We need to look at stock market from a long-term perspective rather than a gambling perspective. And if that is done in a very disciplined manner, anyone can do that. Now you might say, Rachna, you have that knowledge. Maybe it's easier for you. I'll just end my session with 3 very quick examples. If I can, you can too. But recently, I met a boy who was in 8th grade. He said, "Ma'am, I want a selfie with you." I said, 8th grade. What do you know about stock market? He said, "I have seen all basics of stock market lectures on YouTube." I said, "Did you understand?" He said, "Yes," and he started asking me doubts. I said, "Okay, I'll give you a selfie, don't ask doubts." If that 8th grade kid can understand stock markets, why can't we all understand it? I recently met a lady who was 62 years old. She said, "Rachna, you're doing a good job." I said, "Thank you, ma'am. Have you, if I may ask, how have you done your, what was your career all about? Did you, were you a part of the banking or something like that?" She said, "No, I was a scientist at DRDO." She was a scientist. And I said, "Then how come you're keen on stock market?" She said, "That was the only one thing I could not understand, and that is why I've decided that after 60, I'm going to start investing in stock market." If a lady who had zero connection with stock market till the age of 60, if she can, why can't we? And the last example that I would like to give, this is pretty much recent example. Okay, second last I'll say. I was just standing outside an ice cream parlor. My son wanted to eat an ice cream the other day. So I was standing outside the ice cream parlor. A food delivery boy came up to me and said, "Ma'am, I want a selfie with you if you're okay." I said, "You have watched my lectures?" He said, "Yes, I work in a company from 10 to 6, but I have family responsibilities. My salary doesn't help me with that. So I do a food delivery thing from 6:30 to 10:30. Then I watch one lecture, and then I go to sleep. Because I just don't want to earn, I want to invest it smartly as well." And that is the example of financial independence. Not only earning, but also investing in a very smart way so that money works for you rather than you working for money. And I think every other person who is sitting right here has the ability to do so. So last time I'll repeat, it's not the ability, it is the willingness to learn. So with that, I would like to conclude my speech. Thanks a lot for the patience. Thank you.